Hi guys, my name is Ariana Chavez. I'm 23 years old. I am married. I have a furry son named Prince. He's very cute. He's a Jack Russell Terrier. I love doing outdoor activities, which is hiking, soccer, basketball. Um, I would like for one day to have my own little livestock of chickens, goats, um, maybe some turtles, but we'll see how that goes. Anywho, now that I tell you a little bit about myself, let's get into the instruments. There's a lot of instruments here. I was surprised that the school actually let us have real instruments to get familiar, confident, and be able to recognize in detail the different types of instruments we have here. I will select 4 of them, and the one that got my attention first was this one. I don't think this is used within the patient. If anything, I feel like this may be used to organize tools. For example, let's say they need a specific type of 4 of that specific type. Let's say they like Mayo scissors. They'll be able to put them in here. And just to make sure that they're organized, time efficient, and everything's set before the surgery starts. Nobody wants to do a late run, have the patient waiting, depending if the patient has an open incision or not. If it's an open incision, then that would be dangerous for the patient. So it's always good to be prepared before starting any surgery. Another one that also got my attention was this one. I would say this is some type of suction. It will be placed on a tubing wired, and it would have air that will be sucking all the fluids from the body. I think this would be particularly used maybe in the stomach for stomach surgery. Let's say they do an incision within the intestines. There's a lot of blood, and they would use this to suck as much out to make sure that they have a clear view of what they're doing. So this is very efficient. However, I do notice it is plastic, so I would believe that this is a one-time use only. If we try to clean this with high heat, it will melt and it won't be able to be used. Another one that I liked and I actually saw in the books, but I don't know precise what kind of what the actual name is, but I do know it's some type of knife holder. And the reason why I say that is because it has little gaps in between, and I would assume they put the blades on top, which are one use only. I didn't know that they would have blades that would go on top of knife holders. I thought it was just a one tool instrument. So that was interesting. As for this one, I would say this could be used for multiple things. I think it could be manipulated of the shape. It could probably be made into a U and basically make sure that certain organs are separated within the procedure. I would say it may be used. One of the common surgeries would be for stomach surgery. Make sure the intestines and organs, kidneys, the diaphragm is all in a specific position to not puncture anything or cause any other mistakes. There are a lot of instruments here, but I am happy that I'm able to see them in person and get familiar with them. It's a lot of instruments. And this is just a small amount of many other ones that we're going to learn throughout our career. But I am happy and ready to learn. Okay, so another thing that I found in the box was flashcards. It's a lot of flashcards. Yes, it is a little intimidating. However, with time management and having a goal, I believe I am able to get through most of this flashcards. So now let's pick some random flashcards. Let me see. Let me mix them a little bit. Okay. Alright. So this is the first card. It says, what is the name of this instrument and what is the function of this instrument? It looks like it's cutting, maybe cutting the bones or like cartilage, something that has to be tough or thick. I wouldn't say this is usually used for tissue itself. And the reason why I say that is because they do have blades that would do that task. So I would say this would be for something more durable. It may be used maybe to open the ribs, the rib cage. Make sure that you're able to get to the heart or to the lungs and make it easier access. So let's see what is the answer. Large wire cutter. And it is used to cut K wires and stem pins. Okay, so it is a wire cutter. I was incorrect, but now I know something new. It's interesting. It makes sense why it would be a wire cutter. It looks similar to just a simple wire cutter that you would use for like other tasks, like to make a fence or for electrical wires. So it's logical. Alright, let's go to the next one. Maybe these ones are drills. Some type of to create screws. It says here, what is the name of this item? Drill maker, I would think. What is the function of the set? I would say is to go through bone, maybe the skull, or maybe through in general bones that we need little screws in there to align a specific part. These are K-wire sets. They are very sharp on both ends. Use caution. The K-wires stabilize a fractured side until a plate and or screw can be placed. So I was half right, but it is a K-wire, similar to the other one that we did. Ooh, this looks like a hammer. I would say it's to crush bones. What is the name of this instrument? I will say hammer. What is the function of this instrument? I will say to break bones. It's a mallet, and it is used as an impactor with ostomos, also to impact and extract implants, used with chisels, gogs, and bone stamps. That's interesting. Ooh. What is the name of this instrument combination? Maybe a suction wire, maybe used for like dental or just in general to try to take as much excessive fluids. What is the instrument used for? Oh, well, I just answered that. Let's see what the answer is. Midas Rex drill. Midas. The Midas Rex is used in orthopedic and spine procedures to smooth out sharpened bone edges. Oh, that's interesting. Mm, it's a little odd. I wouldn't think that it would be used for that, but that's something new to learn. Interesting. Overall, was fun. The flashcards. It's very curious to try to figure out what instruments are used for and what their names are. This will help me to memorize more of what instruments are which instead of looking at a book. As for the instrument itself, it's pretty cool to know that I am able to physically touch and handle the instruments to get a better look of how they look and why they're used for specific tasks. Overall, this was very fun and I hope you guys enjoy it.